Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we are doing an update with respect to retirement visa insurance. This video is being made after the implementation of the new retirement visa insurance scheme, which came into effect October 31, 2019. Let me just start off by saying I believe, based on anecdotal information provided by embassies abroad, Thai embassies abroad, as well as from information given here in country, and finally, we had a Thai attorney make specific contact with immigration directly, discussed it with immigration officers, specifically what this regime is looking like, and I have at least some moderately good news with respect to how this stuff is going to be implemented. So let's go ahead and talk about the situation sort of in a broad scope, and then I'll kind of narrow it down. So I will be the first to stand corrected. Previously I was saying that I think that this would ultimately apply to everyone, at least for the time being, based on what we've been told directly by immigration. It will not. But that being said, I think that the lack of insurance, the folks that are not going to need insurance, I think those folks' numbers are going to dwindle as time goes by, and I will explain why. So, we've been in contact directly with immigration, as well as the Thai embassy in D.C., I should say the United States in Washington, D.C., and the embassy in D.C. said the OA visa would be issued and then insurance would have to be maintained if one wishes to extend. And I believe that that is the case. So folks who obtain an OA visa come to Thailand and then after a year seek to extend their status in Thailand. I believe those folks are going to need to go ahead and keep maintaining their insurance as time goes on. Now the question arises, and I always thought that folks were creating a distinction with respect to retirement status granted in country, where really one did not exist. There was no distinction. I have been informed by Thai immigration specifically that yes, there is a distinction made for those who are extending their O visa status based on retirement in the kingdom, and those folks may not necessarily need to go ahead and obtain retirement insurance, so-called medical insurance. So what I think is happening here is basically there's going to be a situation moving forward where there's going to be those who got in and were extended prior to October 31, 2019, and then there's going to be those folks who are not. And moving forward, I think the way this is ultimately going to work out is, and this is based on logical inferences from information gleaned from immigration directly, as well as embassies abroad, as well as some anecdotal information from certain clients, it looks to me like moving forward, we're going to see a situation where they're going to start requiring everyone who enters Thailand with retiree intent, they're going to require those folks to obtain an OA abroad. And those folks then need to go ahead and extend their OA status as OA status, thereby maintaining their insurance thereafter. Those folks who came into Thailand previously who do not have an OA visa, may never have had an OA visa. They may have simply gone into retirement status based on extension. Those folks, it appears, are not going to be required, at least for the foreseeable future, to obtain medical insurance. Now, that being stated, I want to walk that back just for a moment, because as I've said previously, the regulations on this are relatively vague. And I think at some point in the future, someone could use their discretion to go ahead and start saying that, yes, everyone needs insurance. That being said, it does not appear that that is what they're going to be doing for now, but it looks to me like those folks who are in retirement extension status need to be very assiduous in maintaining their extension status under their current terms, or should I say under the terms that existed prior to October 31, 2019, because if one falls out of status, I think it's going to be very difficult to try and get back into that insurance exempted retiree status, which existed before and now is sort of a limited status that only exists for certain people. because moving forward, I think they're going to require everyone to enter in OA status and then extend an OA status and require insurance for those folks. So for those of you who are watching this video who are worried about things like pre-existing conditions and having lived here for a prolonged period of time without insurance, I think you guys are going to be able to rest easy now. And as long as you maintain your status as it existed prior to October 31st, 2019, you can continue moving down the road without needing to worry about medical insurance. And this, I know, is a special relief to the viewers who watch this channel who are over a certain age or who have certain pre-existing conditions for which insurance is not a possibility. That being said, folks coming in the future, I don't think it's going to be possible to come in any other way other than OA status. Now, I've seen a lot of people talking about this, saying, oh, you can get an O visa overseas and then come in and extend as a retiree in country. I think that's theoretically maybe possible, but that being stated, I do not think it's going to be very likely. This regime is being implemented for a specific reason, and I think those who are seeking visas abroad, those who are seeking simple O visas, are going to need to show something like that they're married to a Thai, related to a Thai national in some way by blood or marriage, or there's certain other sort of miscellaneous categories where an O may apply, but I do not think it is prudent to believe that in the future one can just get a standard O visa and come into Thailand. There may be gaps in the system while they're implementing this. That's not to say that's not going to be the case, but I think that the regime that they want now is folks who have retiree intentions and are over a certain age have to come in with a retirement visa, specifically an OA, and extend it. But those folks who got in previously and did not have an OA but managed to get into extension status based on retirement, those folks, at least from what we've been told by immigration, they're going to be left alone from an insurance standpoint, at least for the foreseeable future, so they can rest easy. Another thing to think of, it now explicitly states in the regulations with respect to retirement visas that those who want a retirement visa in the kingdom need to come in with a non-immigrant visa. And this is specifically to the issue of extension. You have to have a non-immigrant visa in order to get into retiree extension status. So if it's non-immigrant OA, you have to extend on the terms that you had when you got it. Obviously, insurance is included in those terms. But if you have another type of visa, again, an O retirement visa, you can keep extending on that. But there are those who are going to say, well, go get an O at an embassy abroad and use that to come in. I think simple O's for single people, specifically single men or women who are over a certain age, I think they're going to view those as presumptive retirees, and they're going to go ahead and say, you need to apply for an OA. We're not going to grant you an O. And then once you're in OA status, you're going to have to deal with the insurance regime moving forward. We hope you found this video insightful. For those of you who are interested, we're trying to make videos to provide up-to-date information as soon as this information comes out. And for that reason, it may be a good idea to go ahead and click the bell button, the bell icon below, to go ahead and be updated as these videos come out, as you can go ahead and be apprised of the legal situation as it evolves.